Cancer. Welcome back to Natural Mystic Messages. I have been on a little spiritual vacay, but I'm back and I'm here to bring the messages. Let's see what is coming in now. Before I get into the cards, don't forget to check below, hit me up on my socials, add me. I'm not doing personal readings for the next week or two. Oh, we've already had some jumpers while I'm talking. But you can find me on social media. I do try to get to daily guidance reads, so add me, especially on Instagram, and we can communicate. Okay, first off, we have the Star, the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. There is a lot of earth energy here, Cancer, and the Fool. And quite the story is being told by the Crystal Visions Tarot, if anyone is curious. Okay, so we have the Star there next to the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like you are feeling left out in the cold, Cancer. I feel like there is a situation that has gone on that you've had to make a decision. It's something you've wished for, but you didn't think the situation would come to a head the way it has, or that it would have the consequences it has. I feel like when you stepped into this, you thought it was all your dreams come true, and it still very much is. I just don't think you thought there would be repercussions with it, because naturally there wouldn't be. This Ten of Pentacles here, it's telling me that you are working hard towards coming out of this. It could be a separation. It could be that you found somebody, they were everything you wanted. You thought you were going to move into a place of dreams come true, but for some reason, something has stopped that. Because right here we have Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Everything should be as it is, but this Five of Pentacles is just sticking out here. And before I even jump to the others, I think we're going to clarify that, because it's like a sore thumb in the midst of all this happiness. Ace of Swords. Okay, so this may be that you have found your happiness. It could be a job, it could be a partner, it could be moving house, it could be absolutely anything, Cancer. But during this time, you've gotten a lot of clarity of the people around you. Now, it's the truth. Sometimes people who we think are our best friends, or it could be family, they're not always clapping for our success. And I feel like that's what's happened. In becoming the better version of you and gaining new wisdom, new insight, feeling probably at your best, people who you relied on heavily or heavily relied on you are falling away from you, or you're seeing the true side of them. See, we're just going straight into these beautiful cards. The Four of Wands has come up as well. This is really making me feel like this is a love situation, and either you have had to let go of an ex or a karmic partner that sort of had a big role in your life, to energetically pull this person in. I don't think it's that you chose one for the other. I think it's that when you met this new person, the level of connection made you realize how little you were getting from the other person, and how little satisfaction you were getting in general. Now we've come back down here to this Five of Cups, which tells me you spent a lot of time in situations that weren't filling your soul. You sort of found yourself going through the motions for a very long time, dealing with partners and friendships and people who just sucked you dry, and you didn't have a lot to give. And when you've met this new person or taken up this new job offer, it was such a stark contrast between how you'd been living to what's come in, that it made you realize a lot of the people in your life aren't really there for you. Does that mean you have to cut them off? Sometimes. Sometimes it just means you have to create boundaries or new expectations. And sometimes expectations are the root of all evil, because it's not even that the person you're dealing with is bad or wrong, it's just you expect differently from them. I'm also hearing, Cancer, take this time to speak up. If things aren't working in your favor, it might not be that the people you have in your life aren't willing to give to that extent. It's just that they're unaware that you need it. Cancer, I feel like, and I'm hearing someone say, I'm very clear on how I feel, and I'm always expressing my emotions. Sometimes people will only hear you from the level that they're at. So if you think you're clearly expressing emotions, and you most likely probably are, I feel like you're speaking the wrong language and they're not hearing you clearly. So maybe expressing in new ways, like with less emotion, or with in a more logical term, or being very straight to the point. When you do X, Y, Z, I feel X, Y, Z. No, like, not using situations to sort of dig up things that are making you uncomfortable, going straight to the point of what is making you uncomfortable and why it's making you uncomfortable. The Four of Cups tells me that you are definitely holding back, expressing things to the people who you need to lean on to support you. I don't think it's out of any... It's definitely not a malefic energy. It's more that you are the fixer, you are the nurturer, that's your job, and you almost don't know how to receive that in return. The Page of Pentacles tells me that someone has come forth and they're offering you this. So this all may have happened and this new person may have come in, but Spirit's telling me you're getting to a place now where you've received your happiness, but you don't know how to receive the love, and you don't know how to receive the happiness. I'm almost feeling like a competition of who can nurture the other one more. I'm hearing that you're very uncomfortable in this space. Even though it's everything you've always wanted, now it's here. You don't really know what to do with it. You don't know how to be nurtured. I feel like this person wants to cook for you and wants to wine you and dine you and all these type of things. And if this hasn't happened for you yet, it's coming. You're almost feeling like you want them to stop. You're that uncomfortable in your skin right now. And every time they do something for you, it's almost making you feel agitated. This Knight of Pentacles, he is the knight you want in your spread. He may be slow, this could be male or female, but they may be slow to come in, and they may take things at a pace you might find uncomfortable, but they're the knight that crosses the finish line. So this person that's come in and offered you this Page of Pentacles, it's slow movement. And I'm feeling, as I'm reading, I'm feeling so much confusion. Like, they're here and they're doing everything you want and they're everything you've dreamed of. Why do I still not feel happy with this? And it's that nurturing energy. It's the fact that it's moving at a pace that you're not used to. I feel like in the past you've sort of met people and fallen into a relationship, and while that was comfortable and while it's your norm, taking things a little slower and getting to know them will build this Four of Wands foundation. It's going to build a great foundation that you can build upon. This pushing through the uncomfortable feeling of both the nurturing and the speed that this is moving, this is a lesson for you. This is a life lesson for you. And once you get past it, this is going to open up a new world of abundance for you. Abundance in receiving love from other people, from your children, from your relatives. You're going to start feeling the love that was given to you in a love language that you never were able to understand before. In the past, I feel like there has been people that have loved you, but you've never really understood because they were more on a physical plane with all this earth energy. And you may be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, but I feel like in the past they've been doers when it comes to love, whereas you've been waiting for the words or for the emotion and have sort of skipped over their loving advances towards you, or have spent a lot of time in relationships where you've felt unloved, and that's why you've gone into that nurturing energy so heavy, because where they were lacking, you sort of picked up the pieces. Um, this person may be a little similar to that. The difference here is this person's either here to teach you a lesson, or they've come in to be your person, and they're going to walk you through this. I feel like this person's very patient. Um, and that Knight of Pentacles is a patient knight. You know, he doesn't mind waiting, and he doesn't mind waiting for you to work through the things that are coming up for you. Let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. I can almost see, and this be male or female, I can almost see them smiling while you have a mini meltdown. And I know that sounds cruel, but it's not. It's almost like they can see what a panic you're in, and they find it endearing. Whereas people in the past may have got frustrated with you, or angry at you, or just didn't want to deal with it. And you're kind of feeling out of sorts too, because it's not like you to get your knickers in a knot, but they kind of are, because this is so uncomfortable. Now, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords with the Page of Pentacles. This Knight of Swords is representing your fears and the cloudy sort of thoughts you have. You kind of can't figure this out for the life of you. You can't figure out where this all lies. You know it feels good, you know it's right, but you're so confused. I'm going to clarify the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups together. That's absolutely beautiful, Kane. So whatever it is that you're working through and working towards, all that's coming in for you is so grounded and abundant in every which way. There's emotion, there's stability. This person is a hard worker. While you don't need to rely on anyone financially, they're going to bring to the table just as much as you are, and it's going to flourish and grow. And I'm also hearing, as this moves on, they're quite smart when it comes to money, and they're great at investing. So I feel like there's almost a balance. Like, you're great at saving, but you don't really know what to do with it to make it grow and become abundant, and that's where they're sort of going to come in. There is such a great dynamic of balance, of where one lacks, the other picks up, but it's a meet in the middle. It's not you have to cross all the way over their side to be able to get your needs met, or vice versa. It's very much meeting in the middle, which is why you're so uncomfortable. This is not something you're used to. Two of Wands. I don't think you believed this was coming for you, Cancer. I think you thought that this is the best it could get to, and I don't really know if what I'm looking for is realistic, if the person I'm looking for even exists, but whatever you have done recently, energetically, that has leveled you up, has brought in someone more on your playing field. And while it feels like it took forever, you were actually very patient. During that time, there were this Ten of Cups has been clarified with the Nine of Swords, and this is the Spiral Tarot for anyone who's curious. This Nine of Swords, it's telling me you're laying awake at night wondering if this is the right decision for you, because it's so foreign, you almost think it's wrong. Now, I'm clarifying the Knight of Pentacles with the Three of Swords. That's telling me that your person understands, because they've been in the place you have before. They've had their heart broken. They don't know if they have in the past been unsure about stepping into things that felt so good, because when you have something that's so valuable, the thought of going through the pain of losing it is sometimes unbearable. And they've been there, and they've got through it, and they're able to shine a light and mirror back to you all the places that you need to work on to feel your self-worth and to be able to surrender into this connection. I feel like this relationship's going to dip and dive. Like, you're going to be the teacher for a lesson for your person, and they're going to be the student, and vice versa. You're both going to take turns in being the teacher and the student. It's going to be very evenly keeled. No one's going to owe anyone anything. And I feel like neither you nor this person are the you owe me type of people. Now the Fool, oh wow, what a great ending to this little spread. So the Fool is new beginning, it's transformative energy, it's becoming who you are at a soul level and stepping into your purpose in life, and also having people step into you and fill your cup. It's been clarified with the Ace of Cups, which is new love, which is, it's not just new, it's what you've been craving for since you were younger. And I feel like this craving has been at a real guttural level, that everything you've ever experienced has had a void missing. And this Ace of Cups is that void being filled. That's that last cup that nobody could ever reach to fill. This person is filling it, whether you've met them yet or they're yet to come in. However, with this Eight of Cups here, whether you have met them or they're yet to come in, it is going to happen quickly. It's going to be that one day you leave the house and you go to your local coffee shop and you bump into them and it just catches you by surprise. These lessons you're learning, and I feel like 5 years ago, these are lessons that would have taken someone a year to get through. We have sped up to such a place spiritually, and you've got to such a place spiritually, that these things are going to come in and you're going to work through them at almost lightning speed. Now let's pull from the Romance Angel Oracle and get some clarity on where this dynamic is going. And this doesn't have to be a person. This could be a job that's really lighting your soul on fire and connecting you into you. This could be self-love. But there is definitely someone watching who has this dynamic playing out or about to play out in their world. Okay, let's see what we've got. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here, and that's what I felt. I think this may, for some of you, have started off as that strong magnetic attraction where you thought maybe this would end up being purely sexual, but it's like every aspect to this relationship is at like peak momentum. Like the sex is great, the chemistry is great, you're highly attracted to them. You can talk for hours and not skip a beat, and then you can comfortably sit in silence. It's like it's almost too good to be true is what I'm hearing, and you're kind of waiting for the penny to drop. Heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. I definitely think you should let your person know that you're feeling triggered and you're feeling uncomfortable while they're aware of what's going on. Having you open up is one, a lesson for you about being vulnerable, and it allows you to be vulnerable, but it also lets them know that you trust them enough to let them into that space in your life. And while you're going through a hard time at the moment, it is nice to know that for your person, it will be comforting for them to know that they are, that you do give them that kind of access to you. I have the feeling that this is just as much as they're playing Cool, Calm and Collective and moving slowly, this is just as overwhelming for them as it is for you. Now I'm going to pull some overall advice cards. We have the Empress. This is you, Cancer. You are really coming into your own. The Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. I actually really love this. I do. This is, so the advice is, it's the same as the Romance Oracle. It's appreciating, okay, so something's just come in. Live in the moment. Don't be second guessing everything this person is saying. Don't be second guessing their motives. Enjoy what's coming in while it's coming in. Allow yourself to be nurtured, and say this in your head. I'm allowed to be loved, and I deserve to be loved, and I don't need to fear this leaving me, because I am whole on my own. Even if they're here, I need to enjoy what I have with them while it's here, whether that be a day or a lifetime, if you don't accept this love, this is going to be a pattern you'll follow for the rest of your life. The Four of Swords, I think it's you facing parts of you that you didn't realize were an issue or a trauma that you were carrying, and this person is very heavily mirroring you, and you're not used to it. This is a space in you that nobody has ever reached, and you were quite comfortable in that, while at the same time never feeling like anyone really got you or anyone really knew you at a deeper level. And you could never understand why. It's just they didn't have the depths to reach there, and this person has. And they're seeing you as their empress. They're seeing you as this beautiful, stunning, amazing being, and it's catching you by surprise. You know you're this person, but believing it is a whole different story. Okay, Cancer, if this resonated for you, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will speak to you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your October. Love you all. Bye.